What's up, everybody, and welcome to yet another zombie defense, all weapons ranked defense mode for the year 2021, the most up-to-date version of the game, because I believe the game's actually been around for quite a while. For those who don't know, there's been lots of iterations and upgrades and patches, whatnot, whatever you want to call them. So this is for the most up-to-date version of the game, and I'm making this list today really because if you look around on YouTube or Google or whatnot, there's not a lot of information on this game. And if you're like me, you probably bought this game for like $1 on Steam or Xbox, and it ended up being kind of addictive, and you wanted to know how to do better. You felt like you could do better, and I'm no expert. I'm no like world record holder in this game or anything remotely like that. But I do have about 500 hours between Xbox and PC. I have been on the top 100 leaderboard multiple times for like singles, duos, and even triples, I believe. So I've had some success. I've been to night 24 multiple times. I think that's the farthest I've been. So yeah, this is purely based on my own personal experience and what's worked for me. Really, I didn't take any information from anything I found online. So the list will only include guns that can go on turrets. So no chainsaw, no grenade, no landmine, no electro barricade, no propane barricade for that matter. Only things that go on turrets, and that includes even the basic pistol that you start the game with. So without any more jibber jabber, I would say let's get into it. So the first weapon we're going to talk about coming in at number 11 is the assault rifle. The assault rifle costs $7,000. When it's on sale, it's $5,250, and the ammo is $80 and $60 when it's on sale, I believe. Now, overall, I give the assault rifle an F, and it's not really because it's that bad, or even bad, I guess. There's nothing wrong with it. There's just nothing good about it. There's nothing that's like, that's why I want the assault rifle. That's why I need the assault rifle. The assault rifle is the first weapon that's a little pricey. It's a little bit more of an investment. I mean, there's 3 weapons that are all under $2,000, and I would rather have those obviously because I have the assault rifle as the worst gun in the game. It has a decent fire range, and it has a decent fire rate, but the AI on it seems to be weird. It seems to alternate between zombies without finishing them off. It doesn't do that much more damage, it seems like, than the weapons that are significantly cheaper than it. And I guess it has more range than those weapons, but overall, there's just nothing special about the assault rifle. And even at $5,250, armored barricades cost $750 when they're on sale. So how many of those could you buy instead? And the ammo is $80. That's pretty expensive. That's double what a lot of other weapons are that are much better than the assault rifle. That's double the ammo cost of those weapons. So overall, the assault rifle almost seems like a trap. Maybe a trap to lure new players because it's cheaper than some of the really expensive weapons. But overall, the assault rifle is not the way to go. So coming in next after the assault rifle at number 10 is the SMG. Now, just like the assault rifle, it also costs $80, but overall the gun costs $600 compared to, at full price for an assault rifle is $7,000. On sale the SMG is $450, so it's just so much significantly cheaper. That's money that you could spend on ammo, on barricades, on turrets, whatever. That's, I don't know. So overall, I give it a D minus, because that's really the big reason is it's cheap. It's only $450 because you're not gonna spend the $600. You're gonna wait for it to be on sale, and $450 doesn't really set you back. I mean, that's less than you would spend on a barricade. It does have expensive ammo, but you could pick up some. It could be something fun to get you through, the earlier nights if you don't want to use the pistol or you're tired of using the chainsaw. But overall, the SMG is just not going to be very good later, as it's really just a burst fire version of the pistol that you start the game with. and if you end up buying ammo, that's just money you don't want to spend. So overall, it's something you don't want to get. So after the SMG, coming in number 9, we have the shotgun. Now the shotgun's ammo is only 40. It costs $1,700, and on sale, it's $1,275. Now I also gave it a D-, but I do think it's a little better than the SMG. Whereas the SMG is kind of a burst fire pistol, the shotgun is like a spread shot pistol. It might be a little bit more powerful because it seems to have some knockback, but the nice thing about the shotgun that makes it significantly better than the SMG, in my opinion, is the ammo cost. Even though the shotgun is on sale, almost 3 times as much as the SMG, because it does seem to do a little bit more damage. But the other real big downside about the shotgun is that there's no range to it at all whatsoever. They have to be really, really close, almost on the other side of a barricade, like directly on the other side, which is unfortunate because that means the zombies are then attacking your barricades. The shotgun might be a nice gun to buy at some point if you want to use it from the inside of whatever fortress you end up building, but like the SMG, like the assault rifle, it's just not going to have the firepower that you really need once you reach, say night 14, 16, and, especially into the 20s. The shotgun, you might as well just save the money and use a pistol. After the shotgun, coming in number 8, we have the flamethrower. The flamethrower's ammo costs $200. The flamethrower itself costs $6,000, and on sale, it's $4,500. Overall, it gets a D rating, which is the best so far. Even though it has really pricey ammo, the ammo doesn't seem to go as fast as it does with the guns that we've previously talked about. So the $200 cost, while it's high, if you wait for it to go on sale, it's not as bad as you would think. Now the flamethrower doesn't actually do that much damage. I mean, in the earlier nights, I guess it seems like it does, and it's got a good spread to it. That firepower really doesn't hold up in the later rounds, in the later nights. Like I said, once you get to like 14, 16, it just doesn't seem to do that dent that you want it to. Now, I almost gave it a higher grade, to be honest, and I initially had it higher in the rankings, mainly because it's fun to use. It's really fun. It looks cool. If you find it on sale, in say night 6, and you just want to torch some zombies, and then you have it later to use because you've accumulated some ammo, it looks pretty cool. It's fun to use. It's not always about getting to the best night you can. Sometimes you just want to have fun, and the flamethrower is really cool for that. Coming in at number 7, we have the Tesla coil. Ammo for the Tesla coil is $40. It cost $18,000, and on sale it's $13,500. It gets a grade of a C-, because it is very similar to the flamethrower. They both have limited range, but affect multiple zombies. Look really cool, they're fun to use. The Tesla coil is actually really easy to use, so if you want a gun that you want to use, that you don't want to put on a turret, you want to hide behind the barricades and use, Tesla coil is probably the best one to use. You can kind of just hold that button, you don't really have to aim, it's going to affect multiple zombies for you. Unfortunately, therein lies the problem. The Tesla coil is one of the most expensive guns in the game, and it looks really cool, so you would think it's one of the best. However, the damage that it sends out affects multiple zombies. So that damage is so dispersed that I think it just doesn't affect any of them enough. At least that's what I assume is going on. Because when the hordes get too big at night 16, 18, 20, and so on, it just doesn't seem to have the impact that you think it's supposed to have. But it does look really cool, it is really fun, really easy to use, so I do like the Tesla coil. Coming up at number 6, after the Tesla coil, we have, believe it or not, the pistol. The default pistol that you start the game with. Now, before you go and call me crazy, before you think I'm out of my mind, you turn off the video, the pistol has unlimited ammo, and you don't have to buy it. And you have unlimited pistols, meaning that if you have 10 turrets, you have 10 pistols to put on all 10 turrets. And I know I've been critiquing the other guns for not doing well in night 16 or 18, and obviously the pistol is not going to do well at night 16 or 18, but it gets you to night 16 or 18. So, you know, you can save the ammo. You know, if you bought a shotgun and you don't want to waste the ammo, you bought a Tesla coil and you don't want to use it till night 16, you want to save up all the ammo, put the pistols on the turrets, save the ammo, or, you know, maybe the gun you want's not on sale for a long time, you know, whatever the reason. You can use a pistol on your turret and a chainsaw and get to double-digit nights all by yourself. So the pistol gets a C rating because it costs you nothing, and if utilized correctly, it gets you where you need to be. It's your foundation for a good run. You know, and if somehow you have more turrets out than you have, you know, shotguns or SMGs, you can put pistols on the turrets. It's free damage. It's not a lot of damage, but it's free damage. The pistol, don't sleep on the pistol. It's pretty good. Starting off the top 5, we have the freeze gun. The freeze gun has an ammo of $60. It costs $12,000, and on sale it's $9,000. It gets a rating of C+, and it's very similar to the flamethrower and the Tesla coil that we've already talked about, whereas it doesn't have a very far range, but it affects multiple zombies. It looks really cool. It's pretty easy to use. It's fun to use. But what separates the freeze gun from those two is that it seems like it might have actual applications in the later nights, maybe even 20 and beyond. I wouldn't know for sure because I haven't tested it yet. I've only used it at, say, like, I think night 16 might have been the latest I used it. But it really freezes them more than you would think it would. It doesn't do any damage, 0 damage. It's not going to kill any zombies for you, which in some ways is an advantage because you won't miss any pickups if you're the only one killing all the zombies. I don't know. I'm kind of undecided about this one, but it clearly has applications. It clearly could help you. It is a little pricey. I don't know. It's interesting. I would say go out and use the freeze gun because it's fun to use and it might be really good. I might update this video later and put it higher. I don't know. Well, I'm gonna have to find out and test it, but I would go out and use it. It's a cool weapon. Coming up at number 4, we have the blaster. The blaster ammo costs $100. The gun is $22,000, and on sale it's $16,500. And it gets the highest ranking we've seen so far, to B-, B for blaster, I suppose. And the blaster is clearly one of the best weapons in the game, but there are some things about it that hold it back from being in the top 3, which actually is where I originally had it. 3 and 4 were originally swapped, and I changed it right before I made the video, honestly. Now, the nice thing about the blaster is that it has pretty good range. It has a really good fire rate, actually. It fires really quickly, and it has a blast radius, so it has splash damage. It affects multiple zombies, and unlike the other weapons that have done that so far on the list, like the Tesla coil, it seems to do a lot of damage to the zombie it hits, and damage to the surrounding zombies as well, but it's probably less. But I've seen it wipe out some stronger zombies at, say, you know, night 18, 20. It does significantly more damage. It's like significantly more damage than any other weapon we've seen so far on the list. What really holds it back is the ammo. The ammo is expensive, $100, and on sale, $16,500. You have to think, you know, the blaster might be good, but you could, you could have double-digit shotguns for that much. So, I don't know. You know, if you have 8 turrets, you know, are you gonna be able to afford 8 blasters? That's where the money really holds it back. And there are also some things about the weapons in the top 3 that, you know, just give them an edge over the blaster. But the blaster, it does look cool. It is fun to use. It's just an investment. Kicking off the top 3, we have the rocket launcher. The rocket launcher is very similar to the blaster. In fact, like I said, I had it behind the blaster initially. It has an ammo cost of $150. It costs $10,000 itself, and on sale it's $7,500. It gets a B rating, whereas the blaster got a B-, because the rocket launcher, first of all, is cheaper. The rocket launcher, I want to say, without doing any math, it looks like it's about 35, maybe even 40% cheaper. than the blaster, and it has very similar, if not better, damage output. It's very similar in the way that it has a direct hit damage, but then it seems to have a kind of a splash radius around it that affects multiple zombies. And it definitely seems to have a better range than the blaster. In fact, it might have one of the best ranges in the game. I think the only weapons that have better range than the rocket launcher are the two that appear ahead of it on the list so far. Not to mention, the rocket launcher is just really cool. I mean, who doesn't want to run around with the bazooka, blasting zombies and demons and hellhounds or whatever? It's easy to use, it's fun to use. If I said the Tesla coil was the best weapon to use, or the funnest one to use, easiest, whatever, the rocket launcher might be number 2 right there with the shotgun. So if you're not putting it on a turret and you want to use it, or you can put it on a turret and it's still really effective, the rocket launcher is a good weapon to get. Coming in at number 2, we have the most expensive weapon in the entire game, the laser. The laser has an ammo cost of $40, it costs $26,000, and on sale it's $19,500. I give it an A ranking, and you must be wondering, how good is it? If it's $19,500, the most expensive weapon in the whole game, and it's number 2, it costs that much money, it must be really good. It is really good. Effectiveness-wise, it might be the best weapon in the game. It's right up there with the weapon at number 1. It has some things that it might even do better than the weapon that comes in at number 1, but they're all really similar across the board, and clearly the $19,500 price tag is what holds the laser back. If it was more cheaper or cost effective like the ammo is for it, I mean the ammo only costs $40 and it seems to last a long time, so ammo wise it might be the most efficient in the entire game by far. Unfortunately, they cost a lot of money. They're fun to use, they're cool to use, they're not as easy to use as say the Tesla coil or the rocket launcher or the flamethrower, but they do look cool. But unfortunately, if you buy one, you gotta remember, you're spending $19,500. An armored barricade costs $750. An advanced auto turret costs $9,000. How many of those could you buy? You know, how many of those are you missing out on? So that's why it doesn't take the number 1 spot. And the cost almost holds it back even farther, but weapons like the blaster and even the rocket launcher are also pretty expensive, so you know, you're spending money no matter where you go. Finally, coming in at number 1, we have, if you haven't guessed it already, the sniper rifle. The sniper rifle has an ammo cost of $40, it costs $8,000, and only $6,000 on sale. Only $6,000. It gets an A+. Now, $6,000 on sale. I mean, the only guns cheaper than that when on sale are the assault rifle, the shotgun, the SMG, and I guess the pistol, if you want to count it. Every other weapon I've discussed so far is more expensive than the sniper rifle, and clearly, that is part of the reason it's at number 1. But here's the thing. If the sniper rifle cost double that, it would still probably be number 1 on the list. I mean, I guess I'd have to think about it, but it could probably cost more than double the price and it would still be number 1. The sniper rifle clearly has the best range in the game. It has very good range. It has very, very good damage. I think the best damage in the whole game, even when on direct hit from the rocket launcher. I think the sniper rifle does more damage. And clearly it has better range, and it penetrates through enemies. So whereas the rocket launcher or the blaster might have a blast radius, the sniper rifle will go through multiple enemies. So it can still kill, you know, and the damage does not reduce from zombie to zombie. So it can still kill 4 zombies at a great distance before that zombie ever gets anywhere near the structure you've built with your turrets and your barricades. The ammo is the cheapest in the game at $40. It's $30 if you wait for it to be on sale, so you can get a lot of ammo, which it does go kind of fast, but it's really cheap. So as I said before, if you spend $6,000 on a sniper rifle compared to $19,000 on a laser, well, now you've just saved $13,000 that you can spend on ammo, you can spend on barricades, you can spend on grenades, you know, whatever you end up needing. The sniper rifle, it just has so many things going for it that if you're trying to be competitive, really, if you're trying to take the game as far as you can, get to the best night you can get, the sniper rifle is the only gun you want to buy. Seriously, don't buy any other gun at any point. If you're trying to have the best run you can buy, my personal advice, only buy the sniper rifle. You want 10 turrets, 20 turrets if you can get that far, and you want them all to have sniper rifles on them. If you're trying to have fun, you want to experiment, it's okay. You can use the other guns. Don't feel like you can only use the sniper rifle, but trust me, it is the best weapon in the game. Alright, that is the end of the video. Thank you very much for watching. Honestly, truly do appreciate it. Thank you. I hope it helped you in some way, even if it was little. Wish I would have had a video like this when I first started playing this game. So thank you again. If it did help you and you want more stuff like this, I'll have more stuff coming out in the very near future. So stay posted.